because dealing is a different conversation altogether. But to cope with life stressors, why do I say deal? Why do I say cope and not deal? Because life will constantly throw things at us. You cannot entirely deal with all the stressors that life brings along. But coping means that regardless of what comes your way, you're able to actually cope with them. You know that you've been built to last. And so sports are, for me, I look at it as a way to, number one, not only keep your minds engaged, but also number two, to relieve of those extra energies that oftentimes unaleta kwa nyumba. You see, there are men who go to the pub every evening and you think huyu mtu anapenda pombe sana, but truth of the matter is wanaenda kupush time. And I realize if I go home at 5, there's a very high possibility between 5 and 10, the chances of a conflict emerging somewhere. You know, so we tell people, why don't you substitute these 2 hours you go to the club or to the pub with a gym? Why don't you substitute? You used to play volleyball in high school. Why don't you look for a club within your locality that actually does volleyball? You may not actually be the one playing. You could actually volunteer to coach a team. And so, sports for me is